Scotty, like Pippen, Baller, Swish, too hotty, like Kitchen.
Please tell me I wasn't the only one up Sunday night, about to pull out my hair, chatter teeth, just nerves on 1,000 over that Chargers and Oakland game. That game, by far, had to be the most craziest game. I'm talking about fourth down after fourth down conversion the Chargers got. Oakland just couldn't get a stop. And then after all of that, they still were able to convert the 2-point conversion to send it to overtime. And at that point is when all the, oh man, is this set up type, all those thoughts went through my head. I can't lie. And it had me nervous. But that being said, the Steelers did lock in that playoff spot due to Oakland kicking that field goal at the end. It's crazy to think that they weren't even going to kick that field goal until the Chargers coach took that timeout. Very, very, very good luck on the Steelers' end. Very, very bad luck on the Chargers' end. I'm definitely glad that we are in the playoffs. A lot of heated matchups, man. We kicked this 2022 playoffs off with the Raiders traveling to Cincinnati. That game's going to come down to who wants it more. That's a very good matchup, as all these playoff matchups are going to be some wonderful games. I don't really have a favorite in that pick. I'm just going to be watching some good football. I do thank Oakland for getting us to the playoffs with that field goal, so I guess I can just pay my due diligence by rooting for Oakland. I guess that's the least I can do. But moving on to the next matchup that we have on Saturday, we'll have our Patriots taking on the Bills. And a very good matchup as well, man. That's going to be a game to see if Bill Belichick can duel out those Bills and see if Allen can, finally take Bill out. Belichick and the Patriots have dominated that division for a while, so let's see if the, Bills can kind of take over as the new kings. Moving on to our Sunday matchups, our first game we have slated for Sunday will be the 1 o'clock game, and we have Philadelphia taking on the Buccaneers. Bucks, kind of the heavy favorites in that one. I do see Philly playing a tight game and keeping it closer than what folks actually, kind of have them slated. But I do got them keeping the game close. Only time will tell, but who knows. The next matchup for Sunday, we have the 4:30 game, which is the 49ers taking on the Cowboys. Another awesome game. Really don't have any ties for that game either. I'm not sure who will pull that one out, but that'll be an awesome game for sure. And then we round out the Sunday evening with Pittsburgh traveling to KC. We're gonna have to get after Mahomes. We're definitely gonna have to get after him. We're gonna have to hit on big plays early, and we definitely can't fall behind. We're gonna have the attack road warrior mentality and kind of just see how the chips fall. And that's what, that matchup will take place Sunday at 8:15. And then we'll wind out the weekend with the Monday night wildcard matchup with the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Rams. I don't know about you guys, but that is my favorite game to watch out of this wildcard weekend. So they definitely saved it for that primetime football. I'll be eyes locked for that game. Hopefully with a smile on my face from us getting the victory in KC, but only time will tell as far as that. So yeah, man, some exciting matchups for the wild card weekend. I'll be looking forward to the entire weekend, just some great slated games and just seeing who can kind of take over and see what underdogs come out on top. Playoff football is always an awesome time of the year, so I can't complain. But before I get out of here, I do want to talk about something that pertains to these 2022 playoffs. And I just want to get your guys' opinion on, do you really think that Oakland had to kick that field goal? I want to know your guys' opinion. Like, do you think they had, just for the integrity of the league, that they had to kick that field goal? Because it was just so much talk, and especially by the announcer, during that game, he just kept hitting on the idea of a tie. And it dwelled on me that they're kind of setting this narrative up for it to be a tie. And then when you consider that they got over 2 to 3 fourth down conversions, one of them being 4th and 29, and it's just like at that point I'm just kind of looking at myself and just wondering, like, is this really about to happen? Are they really about to let this game end in a tie? Is this going to be the reason why a team gets held out of the playoffs because the last game of the season ends in a tie? Just, I don't know. And then the fact that the game was the last game of the season, it just was this, I don't know, it was just kind of building this narrative that wasn't sitting well with me. And I'm a person that always, defends sports because I'm a huge sports fan. That's why I decided to get into this and, just spread my knowledge and love through sports and through the game. Um, but yeah, I just don't like to see cheating involved in sports. That's one thing I don't condone, and I just kind of raise my eyebrow when I see things like that, and I hear the announcer kind of boosting that narrative up, and it just had me wondering. But like I said, they converted quite a few fourth downs on that play, and in that game, and not only did they convert those fourth downs, they closed it out with converting the 2-point conversion on top of going into overtime and both teams tying it with the field goal. Once both of those field goals were kicked, it almost sealed the deal that I knew that they wanted the game to end in a tie. And then once it dipped under 2 minutes and I just seen the urgency of both teams, it kind of seemed like no one wanted to budge. And I'm like, we can't be serious right now. This can't be the reason and the way we go out after playing a hard-fought divisional game on top of needing the Colts to lose to the Jaguars. We had all that happen just for a game to end in a tie. That was kind of crushing. So when the coach from the Chargers, Brandon Staley, decided to call that timeout, it'll be a timeout that he remembers for a lifetime probably because it cost them a shot, in the playoffs. Because I honestly believe that they were going to just run that clock out. But when, they called that timeout, it kind of gave them a second chance. Like, hey, I might as well kick the field goal. If I miss, we still go to the playoffs. If I make it, I knock one of our division, rivals out of the playoffs. The worst that could have happened is the field goal got blocked and returned, and then Oakland would have lost. But the chances of a blocked field goal in that situation are very, very low. It could have happened. I mean, it is football. Crazier things have happened. But they just decided to take that chance because they honestly didn't have much to lose. The Chargers had the most to lose in that situation. Raiders kicker Daniel Carlson has actually gotten a lot of love these last couple of days, especially from Steelers fans. He's gotten gifts and gift baskets and just a lot of shout outs for knocking down that kick because that kick sent the Steelers to the playoffs. Just funny to think that another kicker from another team sent another team to the playoffs. Crazy. But that's just how, football goes. But with that being said, all that craziness in that game and just that scenario in a whole, I do wish the NFL would kind of change and tweak the tie rule. I don't think things should end in a tie. If you don't want the game to be kind of dragged, I feel like the last overtime period or the second overtime period can kind of be college style or be won just a different way. It doesn't have to end in a tie. You don't have to give a whole another period. But I'm just saying, I don't want the game to end in a tie, regular season or playoffs. I know it's put in for injury, so I do understand that as well. But just for situations like this not to happen and just feel like a team could kind of manipulate a game like that, you just don't want to have those thoughts. You want to think sports is authentic, and those guys are going out there battling every day. But yeah, just want to get your guys' opinion. Let me know if you feel like the rules should be changed. If you like the overtime rules and the whole tie situation that they have in place, if you like it how it is, comment, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, guys, peace, stay blessed. I'm out.